podcast, episode 69, and I do have a very special guest in the building. I'm gonna let her kind of just introduce herself, and then we'll get into some maybe good topics, or maybe we'll just talk and vibe and talk about life. But definitely want to just get your opinion of you, essentially.
Okay. Well, for those who don't know, my name is, well, we're just going to say B because no one calls me Brianna. I'm not even Brianna on social media now that I think about it. But yes, my name is B. I am aspiring to be just an entertainer, just all around, you know, person everyone can relate to. I'm goofy. I like to have fun. Sometimes embarrass myself and roll with the punches, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's just like the gist of me.
Dope. So I know I made a little joke earlier about you being famous. So, so you went viral? Like, or did something happen to where like just a ton of followers started following you, or did it graduate
Um,
over time?
Honestly, I started like a little bit before Halloween. It was like the 19th, and I
Mm,
just posted. I was like, you know what? People said start posting reels. So I was like,
hmm
I'm never on Instagram.
Yeah.
So like I only had like 1,500 followers at the time. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna post a reel. And then I posted one, and then out of nowhere, like it's just like shot up. So now I'm at like
K?
79K.
God damn.
So maybe hopefully I'm trying to see maybe by the end of the day I'll be at 80K.
God damn. Is it become weird? Is it like weird? The people DM you crazy now?
Oh my gosh. I'm like the stuff that I get, I'm like y'all are bold. And then it's anonymous cuz like that what is it? I think the NGO stands for like not gonna lie, like the question.
hmm
I'm like, no. The stuff that they ask me on there, I'm like, y'all are wild. And like my responses, I'll tell them straight up. I'm like, you are crazy. Like I can't believe you asked me, but it's anonymous, right? Like who wouldn't ask it? But yeah, no, I get the craziest thing. I'm like, oh, this is what celebrities go through. I'm like, I can't
Yeah,
do this.
I can only imagine. I know. Anytime like I post food, it's weird. People are weird.
I'm sure they probably say the strangest thing, and then they always try to relate food to sex. Like,
Yeah,
what's
like
this?
cook for me. Okay, I'll do that. And then what's next? No, you go home after that.
Right,
We're not
right.
we're not doing that. That's
That's
not
it.
it's not dick and food. Like we don't do that
Like we
here.
just chef
Just
Calvin it up. That's
it's
it.
food. So is it awkward? Like I know some of the messages are probably like way out of there. Have at this point have there been messages you're like, oh shit, like someone's actually like noticing me that I've noticed like previously.
Yeah, actually, I so crazy enough, because you can filter like verified. So like now, although I'm not verified, I get a lot of verified people following me, reaching out to me and reacting and all of that. So I'm like, okay, well that means I must be doing something right because if you're verified and I'm not there yet, like giving me hope, maybe then I'm gonna get there. So hopefully, like in the next 30 days, I'm gonna know something, but fingers crossed, y'all gonna see the check mark next to my name, but I promise I'm not gonna change. I will still be the same
No, you got to
me.
change a little bit, just a little bit.
Um, the only thing that'll probably change is like the access to me. Like,
hmm
I allow people. I don't respond to personal messages, so the way that I allow people to access me
hmm
and who I am is I just go and do live videos and I try to acknowledge
The people
as many
talking.
people as possible and wave if they wave. But I try to explain. I'm like it's overwhelming because everything's like stacked. So some people like they'll comment, they'll get upset like you can't speak. I'm like, it's not I can't speak. Like I'm sure you're watching the comments as I am. Like
They're coming in crazy.
they're getting lost. So sometimes you're gonna have to
Yeah.
double write me on the live to get acknowledged. It's not because I feel like I'm too good or too famous, but I only have two eyes, y'all.
Don't you think it's funny, like when like you get noticed, and then like people automatically think they deserve access to you, like no matter who you are, like people are, you have a X amount of views, you do this, like even with the podcast, like people reach out to me and be like, I want to be on the podcast, and I'll be like, okay, I don't want you on.
Right? Because I didn't.
Yeah.
I would if I wanted to. I would have approached
So what are
you.
we gonna do now? Like you don't just because I have one doesn't mean you can come on, and I choose who I want to come on the podcast. Like
So
if
how
I
do you base whenever you're like, okay, I want this? Like, do you have like when you think about, the type of podcast it might be, like you kind of already have like certain people in mind. You're like, oh, I think they'll be perfect to have this conversation with.
not really, because I mean, I talked to I started this in 2019, right before the pandemic happened. So like I couldn't get a single guest. Like it was just like overwhelmingly crazy. So I
Yeah.
scrapped the whole podcast at that point. And that was, I think we were maybe 14 to 19 episodes in at that point. I scrapped the whole thing. I was like, all right, we're gonna start from fresh. We're gonna rename it and we're gonna start fresh. So that's why we're on 69 right now versus, being basically at 80 or 90 at this
The best
point.
number, guys. The best number. I came
um,
at the right time.
that's a good pun. That's fun. That's fantastic.
What do they call it? Quid pro quo.
Yeah, that's perfect. I came at the right time. 69. Gotcha. Double entendre. Are you rapping now or what?
I should put me in the studio. No. I sing and I can write, but my kids that be trying to get me to rap because he be like, you really would be good. Like even if I just wrote your stuff for you, I'm like, look, I'm 30, okay. Well, pushing 30, I'm 29. Don't let me not add an
Yeah, I
extra
feel that
year
I
on
was the same
myself.
way a year ago. I'm 30. I turned 30 in September.
And
So
I'm like, do I really want to be out here rapping? But then again, I'm like, but I'm out here pushing 30 for like trying to be an influencer
yeah,
slash model. But also I'm like, okay, it's cool, I guess. Like, let's not limit
yeah,
for age.
yeah,
30 is when
absolutely.
I'm gonna be in my prime. So I probably should be like, I shouldn't be acting like this at 40. It's more so what I should be saying.
I mean, and it's gonna be 40 when people our age and our generation are like in their 50s and 60s, like twerking on the internet. Like it's gonna be crazy.
Cause our bodies gonna go crazy. That's what it is. We gonna be like, okay, I don't remember, this previous generation looking this good in their 30s and 40s.
Yeah,
Like, if you really think about it, our generation, we look so young. Like
yeah,
half of us look like we could still be in high school with the kids now.
yeah.
So I guess it's because we look so young, we forget our age.
We have access to a lot more stuff than our parents and previous generations go too. Like they were eating singles cheese like every day.
Right? And here we are at Perry's
Yeah,
Steakhouse enjoying a prime steak, a
yeah. Like
prime
if you
ribeye.
really think about that, like our parents maybe went out to like a super fancy dinner maybe twice a year,
Yeah,
right?
we're
We own
just
this bitch
blowing
every
it.
weekend,
You're right, we're
blowing all
just
the money.
blowing. And they have with like Midtown, like
Yeah,
here we are with like the domains,
yeah.
everything on six. And on top of that, you add we have Midtown too.
Oh, shout out to
And
Midtown. I
now,
got picked up a couple times almost.
what you mean, Victor?
Oh, the older women be crazy in
Oh,
Midtown.
he's gonna get you a little coupe
Yeah,
of
yeah,
row.
yeah,
All
for
right.
sure, for sure.
The men, yeah, those men, those women, and those men out there, they're
They be dancing in the
aggressive.
mirror like this mirror, just going crazy.
Yeah, and their little cheetah print and all. They be
Hmm.
aggressive as fuck. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
go
they
ahead.
don't even ask to buy you drinks. They're like, "I'm gonna buy you a drink." I'm like,
And
"Okay."
I'm gonna just go with you just to be safe. We don't need that Dahmer or none of that.
Yeah, we don't need none of that.
I'm trying to be fully conscious when everything is going on.
But when it comes to like choosing podcast guests, it's really just a feel. Like I usually do the video chat thing beforehand just to kind of give expectations because sometimes people get on here trying to beef and all crazy shit. And I don't want
Try
to
to
do that.
be
I don't.
right.
There's
This
only
ain't the
one
shade
rapper.
room.
I only recorded with one rapper, Cece. That's my dog. Right, she's the only person that's a rapper that raps that can come on the podcast. Outside that, I don't care about that shit. But I just
And
like
shout out to
people
Cece. You're talking about
hustle.
her name's Cece, but Anaya. She's
I
going by
don't
like
know her
Anaya
real
now.
name. That's
You
funny.
doing?
I don't know her real name. I know her rap name. That's all I know.
Oh, so her rap name is Cece.
CC Hustle.
Oh, okay. Then I'm talking about like the complete wrong person. I'm like, okay, but still,
I mean,
shout
there's a
out to
lot of them,
you.
a lot of rappers out here. But yeah, I don't really care to talk to rappers. But we have a number of types of guests. Like it's not like this is just like the black podcast.
Yeah.
We don't even talk about relationships all the time. It's just life. So we've had strippers, realtors, doctors, photographers, chefs, like every kind of industry you can think of. That's
Yeah,
the
got
kind of
the melting
conversation.
pot.
Yeah, I just want to have conversations with people who are not in my current profession, basically. So anybody that's doing something or not doing something, just and not crazy for sure. Don't come if you're crazy.
Yeah, don't look, okay? Because listen, we would hate to have to escort you.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, yeah,
We look, we'd hate to have to use force because we will. Well, it was something that I saw. It was like, we'll use force. Oh, so I was watching, what is it, Black Adam?
I
And
haven't seen it yet, but I will
okay, so I'm
eventually.
just gonna say a line. I'm not even gonna
No, you can
spoil it, but
spoil it.
it's
I don't
really
care.
good. But he was like, he said, "We'll use force if necessary." And then he goes, "Oh, force is always necessary." Like, is it?
Sometimes.
I kind of related to it though. I was like, because I'm not gonna say I'm just violent, but like the first thing, when you're upset, the first thing
Hmm.
you're thinking is like, I could just, ugh.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm like, yeah, maybe force is almost always necessary. Because man, when you try
Dealing
to
with
do that
certain people.
gentle, yeah, when you try to be gentle with people,
Yeah,
that's when they try to play. I'm like, "Ah,
yeah.
I gotta be rude."
So this is a topic that I came up with it maybe like I think it was like 8 or 7. Like we talked on like maybe 3 of them on episode 67. That's out now, so you guys go watch and listen to that. But this is something I saw, and I was curious to maybe get your thoughts on it. I know you saw it, and like you read it, you probably were like, okay, I can speak on that.
Yeah.
In regards to being talented but not consistent, I think that that's a part of even with the podcasting thing, right? Like, if I just stop doing the podcast, I still have 69 episodes that just exist, right?
Right.
And that's an accomplishment, right? But I've always said, like, I'm going to keep going until it's not fun anymore. Once it stops being fun, that's when I'll stop.
Yeah, that's what
But
it's work.
that's when it's work. Exactly. When I started this version of the podcast, I had 2 co-hosts and stuff like that, and it was always hard to kind of like get schedules together, just because we're different people,
Yeah.
right? So that started to become work. And then when that ended, which was maybe 40 plus episodes ago, now it's just free flowing. Like I travel with the podcast. I can go to any place I want to, and this is movable. I don't have to be in a like a quote unquote studio or anything like that. Although we are in studio allegedly,
Well, why
but
don't you do that? I just thought about that. Like, you should definitely just like go, because even like that little girl, she's like doing her thing, like randomly, and she got to interview Nicki Minaj and all
mhm.
kind of people. So I'm like, why don't you do that? Just go on the street and be like,
Oh
hey.
no, I don't want to be in the streets. No, fuck that. We got to be somewhere. But
Well, of course, like maybe just like one episode is like, hey, let's just go
we outside.
let's get random, like how they do when they go and just ask random
Hmm.
people and get thoughts. Well, some people get caught up, like we wouldn't want that, but you know,
A lot of
it's
that's
just
fake, in my opinion. A lot of it, I don't think that's the true truth.
no, you think it's staged,
Yeah,
most of it.
absolutely.
See, I be trying to have like a little wishful thinking that not everything's like
Oh no,
all,
no, no, no. TikTok is fraud.
crush my look, just crush my dreams. That's how I felt when I found out about wrestling.
Same thing. Same exact thing. But in your opinion, like the statement here, like is that something that you like resonate with, or what are your thoughts?
Oh, absolutely. So, a lot of people that know me and follow me, Heavy Be Curvy on Instagram, I send me a green heart and a black heart, and I will follow you back. But if you don't follow those instructions, you don't get followed back. So
Oh,
I tell people that all the time. If you do not message me after you follow me with that lime green heart and that black heart together, it's not gonna catch my eye because I'm just gonna think you're another weirdo kind of trying to write me. And I don't need my page trying to get stolen, so I don't,
yeah,
try to open and open
yeah.
certain things. But yeah, but that's how I felt about Instagram. Like I was so
Mm.
when I first like started it, I was in high school, but I felt like I was so invested. And I even thought like getting 1,500 was like an accomplishment. Like
Your
most
boy
people
got
don't
300.
see, we're gonna get you up there. I'm gonna share you. We're gonna get you up there. So we're gonna make sure we following each other before we get up off here. But yeah, like I was not consistent at all when it
Mm.
came to Instagram. Like I was just like, but out of nowhere, I was just like, you know what? I don't want to keep working for corporate America. I'm trying to do my own thing, but no one's ever gonna know what talent or what I have until
Hmm.
like I actually get on here and start posting stuff. So before then, I was just like always like whining and complaining because I'm like, I can't get my followers up. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
But then I was like, I'm not consistent enough. So now, almost a month strong of being
going
consistent
hard.
with Instagram, and I'm like,
Mm.
now I see where it's getting me. Like, I could have been this. This could have been me. Like, I could have been out of corporate America and like on the scene and setting my own tone and making my own brand. But I wasn't serious about it.
Hmm.
Now I am. But yeah, like I feel like, oh, I'm so talented. Like people tell me all the time. They even told me I should have my own show. I should
Do
do
it. I'll
a
produce it.
podcast because they're like, you're so
I'll
funny and you're
produce it.
so relatable. Yes,
Let's do it.
right. Because I'm like, I like to act. I'm funny. I've always wanted to like be on screen, whether it's like the big time or I'm just like doing small time, like
Hmm.
how P Valley started off. Like, you know how it started off so small, like ratchet, but
I
everyone
loved
loved
the
it.
first season.
Yes.
I don't know about the. I didn't ever watch the second season.
I mean, I like it, period. Like, I even thought I almost was gonna go,
Dance.
be on there, but I was like, let me get my butter on. Come on. You ain't finna be on talking about me, child. I ain't got time. But like when I finally got it right, then I was like, I don't even know if that's the direction I want to go. Like
Mm.
I'm more so like funny skits, kind of goofy stuff. Like I don't know if I'm like trying to be on the serious.
Yeah, seriously, not fun.
Yeah, and I like to
It's
have
not
fun.
fun.
Everything
Yeah,
has to be fun, especially if you're working, quote unquote. So
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, for sure. I I was thinking about asking this question and then like left my brain, but it just came back.
okay.
So like, are you used to attention when it comes to like the internet? Because I've gone viral a few times for food, and I remember the first time, which was like 2016, 2017. Like those
Yeah,
videos are
I've been
still out
following
there.
you for a minute now.
Those
I've been
shits are
watching your
still out
food.
there, and talking about millions of views and shit like that. Before Facebook was like, oh, monetize, whatever. But at that time, like I was dealing with personal stuff, and like people would like go to my personal page and just like look at my life, and I'm just like, I don't want that. So I created separate pages for separate things, right? So is that something you're thinking about doing, or just keeping everything all on the one? Because they're gonna be able to go back 5, 6 years ago and see the you then.
Yeah. But see, I'm like the type where I did it, and it
Hmm.
is what it is. Like it's gonna come up either way it goes. So I'm like, this is me.
Hmm.
This is me, raw and uncut. So um, I think a lot of people like, yes, when you are viral, when you are a celebrity or whatever, whether it's local, universal, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, in a sense, there's no such thing as personal. And I say that only like if you're putting it out there, it's you remove your ability to have it be personal. So anything you want personal is meant for you to, speak about or deliberate about
Mm.
whatever you want to do, like in the privacy of like your own home with people you connected to like in real life. So that's like my main thing. I'm like, okay, if there's anything you don't want anyone to know about you, then don't post it on social media, because even if it's like a private account or something, there's always someone.
Hmm.
The way that Facebook and everything works, like they somehow manage to like you be like, oh, you get an alert like you've accepted someone or someone's accepted your friend request. And he's like, I've never seen this person a day in my life. Like I've never sent this. So how are you accepting it? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like there's like not, when it comes to like media, there's
Hmm.
not really a such thing as private unless you're like privately in your own home or somewhere.
Yeah.
So I thought about it. But when I ran that logic back, it was just like, that's so much more work. And I already have high anxiety. Everyone's like, make a Twitter. I'm like, I'm struggling with Instagram and Facebook
Hmm.
and Snapchat. Like, those are the three that I have. And I'm like, I can't keep up with those three. So, Twitter, that's a little bit fast for me.
I made a Twitter a long time ago. I never used it.
I was going to say, you don't use it,
I
right?
still get like emails about it. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that page. It could be wild. I don't know
Right.
what's going on.
There's all kind of stuff like, oh my gosh, this would have been some good material. You might need to check it. You never know what you get on there and
Yeah, I
see.
might
But
need to pull up the Twitter one time.
so, what social media do you have?
Uh, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
you're like me.
I
I got
don't
the little
really be.
basics.
I'm not really on Instagram like that. Like it. It used to be about the podcast. Like I like erased all like my personal stuff and just made it about the podcast. But I don't keep up with that shit. And then Facebook, I have 3 pages on Facebook. So I have my page, which is just my personal page. I have my Chef Cow page, and I also have the podcast page.
Okay, all right.
So I try
And
to
you're
keep
not
things a little.
overwhelmed with keeping up with all of those
No, I don't
three?
even respond to
See, that's me.
motherfuckers.
That's me. And they'd be like, "Oh, you too good to speak." I'm like, "You too good to reply." I'm like,
If I could count on like, if I can count how many times people call me Hollywood, like I'd be like, if I got $1 for every time someone called me Hollywood, I'd be a billionaire.
see, yeah, I feel the same way. And then a lot of people, they're like, they associate me being attractive with me, like they automatically
Talent
like,
versus
"Oh,
attraction.
you're stuck up." I'm like, it's not about being stuck up. It's about what my mental can handle. And if mentally I can't handle, because I'm not there yet,
Yeah.
to pay someone to go on here and make you all feel special.
Hmm.
Um, the best thing I can say is you're gonna have to pay me. And I feel like that's just me. I feel like that's like not even being like, like over the top or Hollywood. Like that's real life. Like
Hmm.
y'all are not going to expect Glorilla or none of those people to sit here and take their time out of their busy life where there's people actually paying them and supporting their lifestyle to
Hmm.
respond to someone that's doing absolutely nothing for them.
Literally nothing.
Like I get you want to get to know me, cool. That's why I post every day, go live. But to think that you are entitled to my personal time
Mm,
for me to personally go in and search
yeah.
for your specific message and respond to you and talk to you every single day, y'all are delusional. Like that's pure delusion, I feel like at its finest. And narcissism. Like you have to be delusional and narcissistic to think that someone with such a big following would have the time of day
Hmm.
to like, oh, I'm gonna search through these messages specifically for you who's not doing anything for me and talk to you every day.
Yeah. I mean, it is entitlement, right? Because it's so fast of like as a cannot speak. It's so fast of a turnaround time when it comes to content. Like people think that you just are available because you're posting, but you already did the work prior to the post to post.
Yes. It's like I'm not this is not getting posted. The only thing that's getting posted live is when I'm on a live
Yeah,
live stream. Other than that, these things are not like I did not make them today. They could have been made 2 weeks ago. And I'm just like, hey, this would be the perfect time to post this because this kind of stuff is going up right now. But it's like, yeah, they think that just because they immediately liked your
hmm,
stuff or immediately followed you and wrote you right after that, like you're gonna get it and you're gonna respond and we're gonna be best friends and I'm
yeah.
gonna
That's not
take
how it
you to the
works.
top with me. It's like,
I'm
no.
not friends with none of you niggas.
Right, I don't even know y'all. I I can count on one hand how many friends I really got.
Absolutely, that's the truth. And like even because with the podcast, like we're in 15 different countries, analytic wise, and it's also mostly dudes watch this podcast. Like I see the analytics. Like it's
Yeah.
usually niggas that are fucking like 25 to 36 that watch this or listen to the podcast, which is weird as fuck. But I do typically have
Yeah.
female guests, so I get it.
I
I
was gonna
want to
say
y'all want to know
because I do notice that most of your guests are women, so they're on here for the show. They're like on here like,
facts,
ooh,
facts.
beautiful women.
And that's not by design either. Like it's literally niggas just don't know how to show up. Like we can plan something, and we're supposed to record, and then you tell me we not recording. I'm like, okay, like all right, cool. Women are always like, okay, we're down to record, and they're here, they come, they're like, I'm like, all right, cool, but still, it's not by design by any means. It's just just who happens to be consistent with actually coming on.
Yeah, it's in for the most part women. That's like the one of the big arguments, with people in their relationships. They're like, because the men are the inconsistent ones. Like we literally, like we'll do everything and we'll keep
Absolutely,
keep it up. We'll keep the whole like
shit together.
when you meet us, that's what we are.
Yeah,
Like we might, not do our hair as often because look, we like Respucia said. She said, I got my fish or whatever when she was like he already hooked type of stuff. Like that's how that is. So when you like after so long, it's like I can't look now. At first I was doing this because I needed you to notice me. Now you done noticed me. I got you. I done kept it up. But look, okay, we about 3 years in. You think you finna be waking up to like they be on the movies and
yeah.
stuff?
No, we're not doing that.
We ain't doing that. And my hair finna be all over my head. Okay, eyebrows might be need to be combed into place. It's gonna be real wild.
I've never heard the phrase "combed into place with eyebrows."
Cause like you wake up, they be going like all kind of
Yeah,
directions, and you like, oh hell no, and you look crazy like a cat, like a little crazy cat. And then when you brush it down, you're like, okay, like
you're
oh,
good to go.
that's how I'm supposed to look. Cause hell no, I'm over here looking like the Grinch, and this is not working for me.
Yikes! Not the Grinch. uh, what was this one?
We can do that one.
Yeah,
Cause I get people coming at me crazy like with like stuff like that, so I can talk on it.
facts. So like, this is my comment plus what was originally like posted. It says, "Y'all want a respectful woman, but your ojos, which is crazy, right? I mean, it's crazy, right? Ojos locos,
So yeah,
crazy eyes.
yeah.
Okay, so crazy staring at ass. Wait, okay, did I read that right? Y'all want a respectful woman, but you're at crazy staring at ass make it make sense? No, you make it make sense, Amanda.
It,
But
it make a little sense because see, look, you see Amanda name, so you know that she ain't putting the whole thing on there. So she just abbreviating
yeah,
Ojos, but yeah,
yeah. I mean, I feel like you should like in both sexes. Like, if you're in a relationship, you should still be able to admire the opposite sex, like
yeah. I feel like
without
Amanda's
doing
being a pick
action.
me, honestly, with
Oh, I've
that.
heard that word before,
She's
or that
being a
phrase.
Amanda's being a pick me for sure because I'm gonna put it this way. We were created, and when we came into this world, we were naked.
Hmm.
Society made it to where we had to wear clothes because certain people felt some type of way. So that's what my main thing is what I always say. There no matter how much clothes you do or don't have, that has nothing to do with your intellect or the level of respect that you deserve. So you could stare. I mean, the difference between me having clothes on is what you can't see nipples. You know what I'm saying? Like there's honestly literally you're still
Hmm.
gonna see every curve of my body with my clothes. So it's yes, you're gonna need to hand me the same respect regardless of how much clothes I got on all that. But the same
Hmm.
thing like just because you're at you can admire yourself. How are you not respectful because you got an
Hmm.
eye? Like because you know what you like and you're not ashamed, so you don't look away. Life is too short. If
Facts.
I like something and I like the way something look, I'ma stare at it. That's why they make art. We're art. Okay? We're
That's a
made to
fire
look at.
response.
Yeah, we're art. We're made to look at. So Amanda, baby, don't be a pick me, sweetheart, because I'm looking at your profile picture, baby, and let's just be honest. That little outfit, yeah, they're gonna be looking at you and they're not gonna think you respectful in that little mini skirt, baby, and thigh highs. So let's just not be a pick me. That's all I could say. I'm just saying she's put that, but you look at her thing and it's like, baby, yeah, you got a little jacket on, but you got this. You literally wearing the same length skirt they wear at Ojos Locos. So,
Hey,
and I'm blind, so you know, and I can see them legs from here.
I yeah, I mean, I don't take it as like any disrespect. Like, I mean, even if I'm in a relationship, I'm still gonna be looking at ass. Like, I like ass.
We gonna
Like
stare at ass together.
that's what it is.
We
You know what I mean?
sightseeing.
It is a sight to see for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's a disrespect or anything like that. I think a lot of times, like, people get in relationships who've never really been in a successful one, so they just have continuously bad relationships to where like it's so controlled. Either the guy's super controlling or the woman's super controlling. Like, why are you doing this? Why? Because I'm a human. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not cheating. Like, I'm not fucking nobody else.
Facts.
Like,
And that is the thing that kills me. The thing that kills me is they think that because you are looking at like how do you categorize me staring?
hmm.
I was giving eyes like I gotta look. I was giving eyes for a reason. Like, but the way I'm set up, if I'm like in a relationship or even if we're just like dealing with each other, like I'm set up. If I catch you staring at ass, I'm like you see that ass? I was looking too. Shit, I was seeing if you caught it like me. Like, or I'm like, babe, look at the earth. Like I'm gonna point it out for you, and like I want you to stare at it with me. Like let's admire it together.
I feel that.
I've always been that way though. Like I've never been the type like, oh, don't be like, nah, I'm gonna stare with you. What you mean?
I feel that 100%. But I also do want to, make it like known, like this is not me, at least me saying, or even if you're not saying this, I don't think you are, but like no matter how you dress, it doesn't give you the right to disrespect anybody or like do something brash. Like it really, like no matter how you're dressed as a guy or a woman, like it doesn't give you the what's the word? I don't know what the word is. Sorry guys, but it doesn't. God, what's the
Like,
fucking word?
but now how do we both go blank? Because I'm over here like, let me think for you. Um, we're just gonna say it doesn't give you the green light, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not that's not the word we were looking for,
yeah,
but we're gonna go with green light.
yeah.
No, I have this argument all the time. People are like, "You're a mom,
Hmm.
and this, and you." It's like, how do you expect to, anyone to respect you when you dress the way you dress? And I'm like, because I said I love the way I look. I'm a goddess. I admire my body. My body's a sight to see. And like Beyonce said, if you got it, flaunt it. I got a pretty face. I'ma flaunt it. I got a nice body. I'ma flaunt it. I got curves. I'ma flaunt it. Like I said, we're art. We are meant to be admired, but there's still
Yeah, for
that
sure.
They're still like Meg. See, I'm gonna quote all the rappers, okay? Like she said, it's we touch me nots, baby. Okay, you look, but you don't touch, and that's where the respect level comes. Like you can admire all you want. You might even you can make your little comments under your breath. It is what it is. But as long as you're not physically
Yeah, absolutely.
stepping into my bubble,
Yeah,
then we
get out my
could.
face.
Yeah, like yeah, no, for real. Give me 50 feet for sure. Like I can't do it.
The Domain or Sixth Street for you?
The Domain, because first of all, I went to Sixth Street for my homegirl's birthday, like around. So this is actually around the time when I started like posting
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram. Went to Sixth Street and I was like, this is me and my homegirl. First of all, we never made it into a club. Let's just say that we were standing in line and we looked at each other and was like, girl, I'm hungry. We literally we left the line. Keep in mind, we had just came from eating, so it was just like we were at Penn Stacks and we had just ate like we
Shout out
went
to
in.
Penn Stacks.
Yes, ooh, that food be good.
I've never eaten there before, even though it's like right up the street.
What you could walk, okay?
Literally.
You're playing. I'm gonna need you to go. We're actually going today. But no, their food is really good. But like we were there, we were eating and drinking, and then we went there. We stood in that line. We looked at each other like we're hungry. We literally left. We ate at two different. First of all, we ate at two different little food trucks while we were down there,
Yeah.
and then we got in the car and just like
Let's go home.
yeah, we turned up in the car. I ain't gonna lie. Like we got pretty lit in the car, and we I think we ended up back at my place, and we were just like, shoot, let's drink. But like Sixth Street is not it. The Domain, honestly, is not it either. Let's just be honest. But there's just it's not as like dramatic like as Sixth Street. It's just too much. Like all those fights and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like I don't have time for that. I did that when I was a teenager, early 20s. Like
Yeah. my
my bones hurt. Okay, we at that. You know what I'm saying? We at that age where trying to run from gunshots and stuff. You pull a
Yeah.
muscle.
Yep.
So
Nope.
I ain't got time for that.
Nope. I haven't been to Sixth Street like at night because they have that little area on Fifth Street that's like gentrified like a motherfucker. Like, why is there a Target and a Whole Foods right here and there's homeless people right across the street? I'm so
Wait
confused.
a minute. Y'all are asking for some BS.
Yeah. I don't understand.
That's how you know I don't even go down there because
Yeah, Fifth Street where there used
my
to be
mind
like a
is
whole
blown.
lot, but there's a whole like apartment complex, like bougie, like Whole Foods, Target, like right there, literally on Fifth Street.
By the what is that? Like a what is that? The Salvation? What's down there?
Um, Nothing now, but like literally, you know the street where the Wendy's is.
Yeah.
The next street is the gentrified Whole Foods Target area. I promise you, it's crazy.
They need to just leave us, let the hood be the hood and
Like, and then like a street over, it's just nothing but homeless people. It's like super nice on one street, and then just like crazy on the next street.
and that is another reason I don't. First of all, I'm trying to be, drinking, and then when you're drunk, certain like you'll get nauseous. So I don't have
Mhm.
time to be smelling all this piss and shit as I walk, trying to make it to my car. Like that is like I can't like nothing against homeless people, but Lord Jesus, like
Yeah,
to have the streets reek that bad of some piss, like that's y'all pissing hard. What's going on?
I ain't got no water.
Like, can we give them water fountains, City of Austin? Like, y'all want to give them everything else, showers and shit. Let's give them a
It's a
water
lot of
fountain
water.
too. Yeah, you don't even gotta be core. It could be the little great values. Just give them some
Facts.
water. Something.
But now, yeah, I haven't been to like Sixth Street at night since 2014.
What?
South by Southwest 2014 was the last time I was on Sixth Street at night.
You ain't missing nothing.
I
But you go
mean,
day drink, like you drink daytime, like out there, or you just
no,
don't
I
fool
went
with the
out there
crowd?
one. The last time I did go out there was maybe 6 months ago, and that's because there's a what's it called? There was a CBD shop that opened up down there,
Oh,
and I just went to go because the place that I normally go was closed on. I think it was on a Sunday or some shit, and then got there, found out that there's a Whole Foods and Target combo like right there, and it's 2 stories too.
oh.
There's the whole combo right there.
Wait, so like is Whole Foods? No,
It's both.
I don't go
It's
to
both
Whole
of them.
Foods. Okay, I'm a Sam's Club member. Sam's Club and HEB. You know what I'm saying?
It's both of them
So
in one little corner.
I just see a lot of black people. They're little when they be like,
Oh, that
yeah,
area,
I
there's
went
no
into
black
Whole,
people.
but they be like, I went into Whole Foods, and they were just staring at me crazy, like, what the fuck are you doing here? And I'm like, and see, and that's why I don't need to go in Whole Foods because the moment somebody stare at me, I'm be like, I'm a show. I'm not even ghetto like that, but I just like to put on shows. So the moment somebody look at me, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna show you what you think I am. Then since we
Whole
went
Foods
to go,
got some good food places in there too. They have restaurants in there. They got a really good ramen
don't
spot.
tell me that.
Yeah, they got a good ramen
No, I'll
spot. They
be
got a
up there
sandwich
eating.
shop. At least the one in the Domain. I don't know if this is the same for all Whole Foods, but they have a really nice ice cream truck too that's attached to it too.
An ice cream truck. I love
Hmm.
ice
But
cream.
it's like a food truck or whatever, but like great ice cream. So shout out to Whole Foods. I go there if I need something that I can't get from HEB or Walmart, like a specific like ingredient, because they'll usually have it. So
Yeah, you go there to be bougie. Okay. That's what that is. He said, when he said they don't got it at Walmart HBO, you have to go
you
to the
gotta
bougie
go to
folk.
Whole Foods.
I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to check them out. Give my review.
I would do the I would do the Domain over Sixth Street any day. First
Yeah.
of all, like I can't like as a kid, or not as a kid, but like as a teenager in my early 20s, like the travel was so quick. Like if I drive to San Antonio, my bones hurt. Like
Are you saying like now?
yeah, yeah, like we would go from like Killeen to Sixth Street and then back to Killeen in the same night. Like, how the fuck did we
And
make
get
it?
drunk as
How
hell
the
too and
fuck did we
everything.
make it? Like,
Yes.
we're extremely lucky. Like, we're extremely freaking lucky to like do that. Now, like, if I drive to Killeen, my bones also hurt. Like,
And you be ready as soon as you get there to take a nap. Like,
facts. Yeah, we're not doing anything tonight.
right, we're not going to the club immediately. Like so remember as kids, we'd be like, or it's what teenagers are kids. So as kids, we'd be like, okay, we gonna we gonna party, we gonna go there at like 9 o'clock. Cause you never try to miss anything. So
Got a
as a
pregame and
kid, it used
yeah,
to be at like on 6th Street early,
yeah.
okay? It'd be like 8, 9 o'clock, you'd be ready to bounce. But now, like these days, like
If I'm not
pushing
already there
30.
by 8, I'm not going.
Right, or I might, if I do show up, I might show up about like 11
Yeah,
to give y'all my quick little 1-2, and then get the fuck up out of here, and I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm tired,
yeah.
and
I
then I be
can't.
yawning. And, oh my gosh, let's get on being in the club and checking your email. I
Yeah,
am horrible at that. I don't even get alerts. I just be scrolling. I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh,
this
that's
is
a
horrible.
coupon. Oh, okay.
Man, let me clip that and save it. Like I did need to go shopping tomorrow. Let me go ahead and save
Yeah,
it.
it's wild. Last weekend, like, I stayed in Cedar Park for just the weekend. Just got a hotel. I stayed out there, and I was like, it's only 20 minutes away from here, and I still felt exhausted. Like I needed a vacation from me going to stay to Cedar Park, and I was like, oh, this is what being old feels like. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Because like literally, we could be on the road for hours, get to our destination, turn up, and then somehow go back home. Like,
Yeah, be tired. I'm like, Lord Jesus.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm like, I need to. I don't know. Y'all have any suggestions? Some little supplements?
Ugh, I don't know, man. But I
Energy.
know the difference. I feel the difference now, and it
Ginseng
happened.
does typically work. Actually,
Yeah.
I've learned like, I'll I'll take like a ginseng pill and I'll be like, okay, I'm ready for the day.
Shout out to the fresh juice I just drank on the pod.
Did that make you? Did that help your energy?
No, but if I don't drink it, it'll be worse. So
What is it?
it's fresh juice. So like
Like,
instead of like getting a juicer, HEB had no. I think mostly every place has these. It's like they have like this one was pineapple, mango, coconut water, purified water, and orange. There's green ones with like green juice, so like they'll press like kale and shit like that. And then there's other ones where there's like coffee beans and stuff like that. So
I like the
just
wellness ones, except they just have a little kick to them.
mm,
Because I think they use cayenne in that, right? Or
maybe ginger.
it's
Ginger has that little spicy taste to it too.
yeah, but I say the reason I say that because it's like it looks like little. You know how you can still kind of see a little seasoning and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But I'm like, man, this has got a little kick to it. But it literally clears everything out. So I would say, hey, if y'all ain't feeling well, go get y'all like a little shot of a. Oh, because what is it? In the Domain is where I usually go, and I like buy a whole bunch of different ones.
Mm.
But that wellness one, oh, It opens everything up. I'm like, Lord, they don't prepare you. Like, they don't be telling you, like, hey,
Yeah.
it's a
Be
little
somewhere close.
spicy, right? It's a little spicy. Take your time.
Do you have a place in the domain that you actually like to go to, like Kung Fu or what's the other one across the street?
Dogwood,
Dogwood.
um,
What's that white one? White People Club that they be like
Wonder
doing.
Bar,
I think
and
so.
77. So,
No, the Rose Room,
um,
the one with the colorful escalator thing when you go up it. I think it's called the Rose Room. Pretty sure it's
it
called the
is
Rose.
there.
Unless they
Is
changed the
that
name, I don't know.
77?
I don't know.
I wonder if 77 and Rose Room are the same
Maybe.
because it's like Wonder Bar, and then 77 is like right next. But then when you go into like when you go into 77, there's literally like you go up there, you go in there, and there's like different. There's I think 3 floors, and then on one section is the one where it's like the disco, and they got the go-go dancers and all kind
I
of.
think that's the Rose Room.
Yeah, so that's connected. So you have to go in 77, and then once you go to the second floor, then they have like their own separate doors to enter into the Rose Room.
I don't know. I've never been there sober, so I don't know where to
No,
go. I don't know where I went. I don't know what
I
happened.
I don't really have a favorite. Like we go to the same places. We go to Kung Fu, but to be honest, they all have sucky music, and I hope they hear this because y'all need to improve. Like what I don't like is yes, I get like the domain.
Mhm.
First of all, the domain is diverse, but for some reason, I don't know if other people are offended, but I'm offended that they feel that the only music to play for black people is like old ass, like lean with it, rock with it type. And I'm like, this is not like I'm confused. So when it's like, why is it when y'all think to play black music, like this is first of all, y'all go to like when we was kids, they don't even do anything like up to date, but they play literally all of the other up to date styles of music. But for some
I'm
reason,
never sober there. I don't know what they play. I just be there with friends having a great time.
I can't vibe off that. Like even if I'm drunk, I'll I'll start mugging because I'm just like this music is horrible. I can't. I'll be feeling like I can't get jiggy with this shit. Like what else supposed to do? You want me to keep getting drunk too? Like oh this I can't do it. So I do like to leave and I go to the hookah lounge and then that's where the real party be, and it's BYOB. So it's like okay.
Where do you hookah at?
Um, I go to Rashi like off North Lamar. Um,
Mm,
it's what North Lamar and Breaker.
I've never been there.
But yeah, it's like a cool little
Hookah
spot.
gives me headaches.
Hookah gives you headaches. I love hookah. Those damn Escobars and those vapes is what gives me headaches. But some
Mm,
hookah, please, especially drunk. Oh my gosh,
especially.
I want to be a hookah when I'm smoke me. You know.
I don't want to be a hookah.
Oh my goodness, I feel like that about hookah and chicken wings.
What's your favorite chicken place?
Um, So when I say this, people are always like surprised because
Mm-hmm.
they don't even know that this place has
Wings,
wings. Pinballs. The pinballs in Lake by Lakeline.
pinballs.
They have when I say their food is like there's nothing on the menu you will not like. But yeah, it's Pinballs Lakeline area. Yeah, the Lake Creek one. Pinballs Lake Creek. And there they smoke their wings, first of all. And oh my gosh. Yeah, every
Fire.
time I go, I'm like, I'll eat 18 pieces for myself. I'm like, give me the 18 piece. Lemon pepper, everything. I'm like, yeah.
I think I've been to a pinballs. Is there one like downtown?
So the other pinballs that I know, like I think it's like the main one is the one like over there by what is that bowling place? That old no, it's across the street from like Hook and Reel, like in that
Mm,
parking lot. That's like the original pinballs, I think. It's like literally like you're on the highway, you gotta make your
mm,
turn pretty quick because then you have to U-turn. But they don't have like they don't have like the full bar, full everything like the one in Lake Creek. Like the one in Lake Creek has go-karts in the inside.
oh shit.
It has two separate bars. One is like a complete full bar where it has all the drinks you could want. And then the other one's like for the basics. And then they have like all the games, but yeah, the first thing I do, I ain't gonna lie, I don't. The first thing I do is eat. I don't. I do the games after I eat, but
You need to pull up.
you definitely do. Like, and get some wings and mozzarella sticks. Oh, and the pizza rolls. See, look. Now I'm over here. I might have to tell my kids, babies, we might have to go bowl here real quick and then, zip, zip and zoom over to pinballs. Cause
Hmm.
man, now I'm craving some wings.
I might need to pull that up. Or pull up. I said pull that up. What? Pull up.
Are you gonna bring it to you? Okay, I see. All right.
That's funny. Is this the one? Yeah. I think we touched on it a couple episodes ago, but we didn't really go too in depth. This is probably gonna be like our last thing we go over or talk about. If you want to talk about this, can you see?
Yeah.
Another glare from the
No, I
light.
can see it. Okay, yeah. Hmm. Interesting.
Because I think this actually kind of falls in line with like being in bad relationships your whole life and not really knowing that you're in a bad relationship just because you're not cheating. So you take it as saying like, okay, I've never cheated on anyone, blah blah blah, blah, but you still are not a good person.
Yeah, you could still be really toxic. Like, so yeah, I could agree with that. Like, just because you don't cheat, like, cheating literally is just like one of the main things that
Hmm.
goes on to cause things to kind of go to shit for the most part. But there's like a lot of things that are done leading up to the cheating. So it's just like,
Hmm.
you know, before I cheated,
You ever cheated on
shit
somebody?
wasn't good. Have I?
Hmm.
Actually, no. To be honest, I actually never cheated on anyone. I've had the most I've had, like, I've had conversations, but it wasn't even conversations like on my end. It was like I got in trouble because people are writing me. I'm like, well, I can't stop them. Like, I cannot stop them from writing me.
Yeah.
It's if I respond. Then when I respond is when you can, like, get on my ass. But
Yeah.
how the hell can I control someone being attracted to me and feeling the need to tell me and keep trying to have a conversation? There's literally nothing like you. I'd have to be a telepath. I don't have that ability. I'm sorry. Like, I don't read minds. I can't control nobody. So there's nothing. But like, I get it. Like, you could still be a shitty person. You could be inconsistent.
Hmm.
You could be narcissistic. You can be controlling. You can be abusive. You could be ignorant. Like, so yeah, that doesn't mean you're a good boyfriend or girlfriend because you could probably be gaslighting the shit out of them, but because you're faithful, you feel like you're entitled to be able to do that and still be considered.
A good boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure. I cheated once, but it
Oh,
was like a
whoa.
mutual
At
cheating.
least you're honest.
It was like a
Yeah.
mutual cheating though. Like we were both doing it. Like it's kind of cool for a little bit, you know.
What you mean is kind of cool. Like, so y'all both knew y'all were cheating. So technically, y'all had an open relationship without the discussion, is
No,
what
we
it
weren't
sounds
really
like.
like it was a weird dynamic. It's one of the reasons I'll never live with a woman ever again. But like it was weird. It was weird. Like we weren't dealing with each other, but we were living with each other. But we were both fucking someone else. So
Okay, so
to each his own.
so since we're on this, okay, this is a topic that I want to talk about because I'm
Okay.
like, um, because most men try to make us women seem like we're like delusional.
Hmm.
So because what men do, which oh my gosh, that's my time, 10:08. That's actually my spiritual time. That's my birthday, and I catch it at least once a day. So it's crazy that we're on this, even though it's like not called real time, that
Magic.
that time would even it's meant to be. But yeah, like, okay, so most men and women try to make people seem like they're delusional. Like, okay, you're talking, you're consistently talking, like y'all talk every day, send each other shit, like, and you say in so many words how you say in so many words like you got feelings for somebody, but because you don't flat out say it, you feel like I don't know. They try to make you seem like you're crazy, but it's just like I could read energy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're sending me shit constantly every day, that's like relationship shit.
Hmm.
Like they going on vacations type of shit. And yes, we're actively having sex. We're doing all of this. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? We pillow talk. We
Oh, I love me a
caressing.
good pillow
You
talk.
get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We're caressing each other. We're speaking life into each other. We're talking about making money moves and stuff like that together. Don't you think it's wild that when you have those conversations, people still find a way to try to make it seem like you're delusional or coming up with situations in your head? Like if we're
Mm.
having the like you, we're having you just because you didn't flat out come and say, "Oh, I like you." You don't have to come out and say it. Your energy is giving that to me. You're giving me your time, your personal time. You're you're having conversations with me like you want to go do couple things without being a couple, and
Hmm.
that's cool. We're not together. But don't you think it's strange? Men and women do that to each other. Try to make it seem like the other person's like delusional or overreacting when it's just like, no, I'm literally going off the energy that you're feeding me. Nothing else. Like you don't have to flat out say it. You can. That's the whole point of emotions.
So
Emotions are
like,
not really said; they're
so like, say a
expressed.
guy is like kicking it with you crazy. You guys are doing everything that you would do in a relationship or whatever.
Just no title.
But he's like, "No, we're not even that." Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And I feel
Mm.
like that's don't for me, I think that's wild. I've had people that can relate because they're just like, you can't literally put like like I said, we're doing everything, but we don't
Mm-hmm.
have a relationship. And we're even talking about shit that you would typically talk about like in a relationship and doing. Like you're not most people not unless most people aren't, planning to spend vacations and doing all this shit with
Mm-hmm.
somebody if they didn't see, what I'm saying, it going somewhere. Cause who's gonna waste their time? Just dry. Whether it's like a real relationship or just going somewhere as in we're gonna keep building, but this is what
Mm-hmm.
it is. Like I don't know if I'm like making sense.
No, no, you sound delusional. I'm just playing. I just.
And I might be a little bit, so that's why I'm like asking.
I mean, it really, you can't put your own definitions of things on someone else because ultimately that a person could do all that with you, right? And in their mind, it's not that, right? At
Right.
all. And just because they're doing it with you doesn't necessarily mean that they're taking it the same way. Like, I'm a very private person. I don't post nobody. I don't do
Yeah.
none of that. And if you get on social media and get into talking about me, you're cut off. We're not doing that. I don't want to do that. So
So I'm gonna do mentions, but I'm not gonna say your name. So I'm gonna talk about situations, because I'm gonna relate. I just like to like
mhm.
talk about relatable situations. So I'm gonna talk about the situation, but like only you gonna expose yourself. You know what I'm saying with your reaction because
Nope, I'm not
didn't nobody
reacting
know
to
I'm talking
shit.
about
You're gonna
you.
get a call.
But like but you get what I'm saying. Like don't nobody know we messing around type
Hmm.
stuff. Like cause it's quiet. So if I get on social media and I'm talking about a situation,
Hmm.
you get your ass on this damn thing and you react to it. You done just told on your damn self because don't nobody know we fuck around.
Yeah, I'm
You
not.
get what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
just know I'm I'm feeling some type of way type shit. So that's why I made that status like I don't give a fuck what we are. Don't ever 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 assume my shit is about you because who's to say you the only one I'm messing with? And like as far as you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
like having these like conversations and stuff with like who's to say you're the only person like blowing up my phone, you know what I'm saying, or I went on a date with. So I always tell people like don't ever like just because we might be going through this, don't ever think it's you that I'm talking about because baby, I might be talking about John over there. You know what I'm saying? Like I might I might be talking about Christina because I go both ways. You don't know who I'm talking about. I might be going through this with you and her at the same time. You just so happen to see the status first.
Yikes.
So now you on my ass.
Yikes.
But no, I guess it's more so I guess you're like it's like a interpretation.
Yeah.
But like I'm a very in tune person. So I don't like when I pick up on things and then I speak on it. So like I'm gonna pick up on you like me more than what this situation is.
Hmm.
And you that's why you moving a little funny. And I'm gonna say it because I've always been right. That is I guess that's why I'll be like, okay, you're not gonna play me because I literally have never been wrong.
Hmm.
In every single situation where I've called it out and said what it was, I've never been wrong. So
And that speaks to bad relationships. Like, people literally have never been in a good relationship. Good relationships end too. Like, it's not saying
yeah.
like you can't have been in a good relationship and you guys broke up. Like, majority, because there's one that's just, wow, she's crazy. But uh I won't say her name for like the
Yeah,
50.
wow, she's
She's
crazy.
crazy as fuck. Crazy.
This ain't
Uh
the one y'all was cheating back and forth with,
no,
huh?
no, no, no. We're
Okay.
cool. I'm cool with that person.
Okay.
She'll be on the pod soon. Shout out to her. But
Are y'all gonna have this conversation so we'll know who it is?
uh, maybe I think that'd be a really cool episode.
I
We just
think
talk
it
about
would.
cheating on each other,
Yeah.
like how we started off being sneaky, and then we just blatantly like, oh, this is him. Oh, this is her. What you finna do tonight? Because we
I
lived in the
honestly
same apartment. Like, it wasn't like it wasn't like we could go anywhere else. Like we were young, and I was like, I come to the house on my lunch break, nigga in there eating tacos. What's up? You good, bro?
Oh, so it was like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. We had a
that
two
was
bedroom apartment, so it was like we. In my mind at the time, I thought that was smart. It wasn't smart.
you see how Louis have mm,
Yeah,
oh.
it was one of those. It was cool. I would do it again because it was fun. It was fun while it was fun, and then it just got real.
So how do you feel about open relationships?
I'm not clapping cheeks behind anybody else. That's just not what I'm doing. Like consistently, like nah.
Um,
Like I'm sorry, I'm just not clapping cheeks after anybody else. Because that's all I'm gonna think about when I'm clapping your cheeks. Like, was he clapping the cheeks the same way? Like, I
or
can't.
it's like, did you go fuck him and then came straight to me?
Yeah, like no.
Bitch, did you even shower?
Because women, see, that's another thing we could talk about, man. Sometimes women will be about that. Not with me, because I don't play that, but like sometimes I've heard conversations with women like getting cheeks clapped by dude, side dude, coming home, getting cheeks clapped by the dude, and then go take the shower. I'm just like, come on now, man.
You just do that with the mouth. You don't
Yeah.
do that with. Okay, I'm just okay. Let me. Hey, okay, hold on. Let me sit up a little bit so I can elaborate when I say this. So yeah, don't be thinking I'm out here just hoeing and on some bullshit because I'm not like that. Okay, when I say that, I mean it a little different way. First of all, the way I'm set up for the most part, any man that knows me, and women, y'all need to practice this. Please make y'all need to make y'all's man, woman, whoever brush their teeth before they go down on you. Um, that is why a lot of us have like thrown off pH and all that because think
Yikes.
about it. You got somebody they don't just sat here and ate, ain't no telling what kind of bacteria, whatever's in their mouth, and then they want to come and stick their tongue inside of you, like, and yeah, no. So that's what I was like, okay, let me elaborate when I say like, no, like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Someone putting their mouth on your shit, you know, than someone sticking their again, this has never happened to me. I'm just, I'm just trying to be a voice for the women, okay? I've never done this. I have never had sex with two men in the same day. You know, it might have been a day or a couple days apart. I will say that. I've at least given a 24-hour, like,
Recharge.
a little cleanse, a little 24-hour cleanse, okay? You go stick a suppository up there or do a yoni steam and be ready to get back in the game. No. But like give your coochie some time to breathe. Don't back to back dicks. Come on. Not in the same day. But I've never even been able to like I'm cringing thinking about like two people in the same day. Like some people think that shit's play. And I'm like, that's nasty as hell. Like
I mean, some people that's how they live.
but
That's how
yeah,
they
no.
moving.
So I get what you mean, but like I guess I'm more so for the open thing. It's not even about sex. Like
Mm.
I'm
So
more for
like,
the open relationship
so
because
like the other
some
nigga could
things
take you out to dinner, and all I get to do is just clap cheeks. Like we just share
no.
responsibilities.
Yeah. It's a shared partnership in here. No. The like so there is you could have a really, a decent
Mhm.
relationship and you could have a really good man or a really good woman. You know what I'm saying? But there still may be things that they lack that they can't give to you, but it's not even being a toxic thing or anything, but like
Mhm.
that's who you want to be with them. But there's more to experience and more to do kind of thing. So it's like not like, oh, you're limited to only you can take me out or only you can have sex with me. Like it's more like, okay, where someone lacks and if you find it in, someone else, like I'm open to allowing
Mhm.
myself or my partner to explore that because sometimes it does take having and not why cheat,
Mhm.
get there's that permission there. So sometimes you have to allow someone or be open to allowing them to explore certain things in order for them to realize that what they have is what they need
Yeah.
and what's meant to be like. So that's why I feel more like open. Like I was in a relationship with my kids out for like 13 years.
God damn.
So yeah, it was like my first. You know what I'm saying? It was my first. We had kids, like our two kids,
My
and
first
then
lives in Maine with 3 kids, and she's married.
see, look, you know what I'm saying? But he ended up being my person. Shit snatched the fuck up out of me, kind of thing. So like we had our two kids, but like honestly, I didn't even start exploring outside. Like there would be people attracted to me and everything, like, but I never was willing to explore
Mm.
outside of that. So it honestly didn't take until, so I didn't even explore outside of that until 2018 to like really experience other people. And then when I did that, I'm like, you missed out on so
So,
much. Like, oh my gosh. Because imagine, 2018, I'm like mid 20s,
mhm.
mid late 20s at this point. So it's like I lost my virginity at 17. And then here I am, like 10 years later, not knowing what life is about. So, like, now I do the open thing, and I absolutely let people know like what it is, from the get go. They're like, "Are you single?" Yes, I actually do identify as single, and then then proceed to say,
I'm gonna start saying that
I'm
shit
more of an
when
open
I'm with a
person.
girl. We're together, but I identify as single.
Yeah, like it's an open thing. Like you're free. Yes, we're together. We do everything as a couple. Couples should do. However, I'm not hindering you from being able to go. If you want to step out, just communicate that with me. You don't need my permission. You just need to give me the knowledge
Like a
that
quick text or like,
or
hey,
you
clap cheeks
come.
tonight.
Not like that. More so like, I met somebody, like I think I'm a, explore, see what's up. Like something, just it's more so of acknowledging and
Mm.
letting that person know like this is what's happening so that there's nothing left in the dark. You don't have someone thinking that something is and it's not. So that's why like I try to everyone that I deal with, I do try to
Mm.
openly communicate with them and I'm like, hey, you ain't the only one. Like just to put it lightly, like, you know what I'm saying? I might be here with you and yes, when I'm here with you, no, yeah, got my shit on do not disturb. No, I'm not checking my phone because this is my time with you type of thing. But like I might leave here, you know what I'm saying, and have a date and go out to eat, go have a good time. Like someone wants to treat me and do something nice for me type shit. So that's why I don't know if I'll people be talking about getting married. I'm like, baby, please. Is that gonna be open too? Shit. Are we gonna be swinging? Cause that's kind of what I'm into. I ain't gonna lie. What
Yeah,
what about you?
I'm not mature enough to do anything you just said.
No.
No, I don't think so. Because
So you're like, what's yours is yours, and that's it.
if we make that decision, it's like if you feel the need or want to do anything extra outside of me, do that. But there's plenty of people on this earth who would want just one person to deal with. You know what I mean? So like, I'm never gonna stop someone from doing what they want to do. Like, do you? But in relationships, like, I'm not that guy either. Like, I'm not the controlling guy. So like, if you do end up doing something, you communicate with me. Yeah, we're done. But I still respect that you told me.
See, that's why I bring up the open. Like I say it from the get go, and I let you decide. Do you still, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Is this you still want to deal with
yeah.
me?
Do you want to
Because
come to Death Row
I don't
Records?
need you, right? I don't need you to be calling me hottie toddy. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like I'm being bounced around like a little hot potato. Like no, I told you what it was. Like you're not the only one. Like I'm giving my time or emotions to, and I'm I could be delusional sometimes. Like but only when I'm bored, y'all. I'm only delusional when my phone dry, okay? When I'm bored or drink. But when I drink, I'm delusional as fuck. I start coming up with all kind of shit in my head. Like
Berries.
you said this. You said you loved me. Like I never said that. I'm like, you know what? Wrong person. You right. Mixing up messages. Like I fucked up
Yikes.
the other day. I'm like going off crying. I'm like, but I didn't want to admit it right then and there. So like, you know how like you discover you're wrong mid
Argument, and you
argument.
gotta like play it off a little bit.
Fuck, play it off. You gotta go with it. You roll tide, roll tide.
You gotta stick to the lie.
You gotta stick with it. So I was like, I I was like, oh, he didn't say that shit. What him? God damn it. So like I was like, but you gotta play it off because you gonna get you this nigga gonna cut you off because he's gonna be like, oh,
Women
you
brain.
you mixing messages. So you got that many niggas, you can't keep up with who the fuck saying what. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed. I was like, yeah, I gotta stop drinking because I get drunk and get delusional as fuck and start coming up with all kind of scenarios. I'm like, this is toxic as fuck. At least I can admit it though.
Yeah.
I'm a Libra. They call it. Now I'm starting to see, they call us little sneaky lying Libras. First I was offended, but
Now you get it.
it's gonna be our story. We gonna stick to it.
That's wild.
Might even add a little extra to it and let's zest it up a little bit.
Not zested up.
What's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay, so I get along with Virgo.
I'm not a sign guy. I don't know
What
that.
kind of Virgo are you? Like, are you a September Virgo
Yep.
or
I'm actually like the day before. What's the sign after September? I mean, what's the sign after Virgos? Like,
Libra?
so I think the cutoff for Virgos is the 22nd.
Yeah.
My birthday's the 21st.
Oh, so you're on the cusp. So what they
The
say
cusp.
is you can actually be considered both.
I'm trans
Trans zodiac.
trans zodiac. Yes, I identify as both.
you you give a little some little Libra vibes. I'm not saying the delusional part because I think you got to be a full blown Libra to experience that shit. No, but yeah, we be off our rockers. I'm like, we
Yikes.
balance, but goddamn, sometimes that scale tilt just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Oh wow. So we're basically done at this point. I don't remember you working at Sears. I have to say that, and I have to bring up rocks too. So
Okay.
like, because I look back at the messages from like 2014 or 15, and you had messaged me, "Hey, what's RMT's number?" Because I worked in RMT. I was in the little
Yeah.
circle part for a long fucking time until they fired me. Shout out to Sears for not existing anymore.
Right.
Um,
Haha. And they
got the
go,
last
eh.
laugh. But yeah, I don't remember when so many people worked there, like in their early 20s. Like literally, I feel like all of Austin worked there at some point. Like at
Yeah,
some point
for the
within like
most
their early
part.
20s or whatever. So I met so many people because I was in RMT for like the longest freaking time. So literally, you had to call to talk to me to call out type shit.
Yeah, so when I worked, okay, so first I worked at General Motors and I'm like, oh,
Up here, right? Is it wasn't it
yeah,
in Palmer?
well that's when they were Aditya Birla Minix. So they were Minix back in 2012. So I worked for them and then I'm like, ugh, I needed more money. I was pregnant, I just had my baby, so I was like, okay, let me go ahead, work for Sears. No, wait, I was pregnant when I started working for Sears. And then I worked regular CSR.
Mm.
Fucking hated it. And that's where I met Robbie. Shout out to Robert Arviso. Love him. But that's where I met Robbie. And then I left. No, then I moved to Madras because I just was like, this is not it. But I actually was recruited to work mattress warranty because they just liked how I roll, I guess. I don't know. So then I did mattress warranty and I was did that like
Mm.
until I left. But then I heard that when they were getting rid of, that's what it was. That's what made me leave. They were getting rid of
Yeah, departments.
that department. So I think they were getting rid of that and like sending everyone to either delivery or
I started in delivery. I only worked delivery for 3 weeks. My manager was like, there's a role coming up, and I know she was biased as hell. Like I know that, like in hindsight, but she's like, there's a spot coming up in RMT. Think you'd be perfect for it. Normally, you have to work here for a month or whatever before you go there. You only been here for 3 weeks. I was like, okay.
and I was trying to work RMC because I'm like, I can't. Mattress was cool, but first the people and they were having sweat stains where it's like their body print on it and talking about they want they mattress. Yeah, I'm like mattress warranty is for like defected. Like mattresses do have weight limits and stuff. Like it tells you all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
That's
like,
wild.
I mean, we would have them we would tell them to send pictures, and they would send pictures of them laying in the goddamn bed. I'm like, bruh,
Wow.
the mattress, fool, not you in this motherfucker tilts. I mean, dipped in. Like it used to throw me off. I'm
Damn.
like, this is crazy. Like
I
this is
didn't
wild.
experience like the call center, like the call version of it for long. It was only 3 weeks, and then I went to RMT. I was there for like almost 2 years, essentially. It was like one of the best jobs I've ever had in my life. Like, I literally did nothing.
Yeah, I was CSR for maybe like as soon as the nesting little period or whatever for CSR was done, like I got recruited for matches. Like she snatched me up like right then and there. I think Duella.
Duella, shout out to
Yes,
Duella.
shout out Duella. Duella is actually who like she guess who got me there because she was just like
I'll tell you some things off here, but
some
Sears was a
tea,
yeah, Sears
some juice.
was
Okay,
a how do we call it?
I'm a little thirsty.
Cesspool.
I'm a little parched. I'm ready to hear.
Some good times.
Oh, at Sears.
Yeah.
Oh, so there was some shit going on at
Oh yeah,
Sears.
everyone was clap cheeks everywhere. It was
That's how it was.
crazy.
That is how it was at General Motors. But not me though, y'all. Not me. I was pregnant.
Oh no, I
But at
was.
General
Woo!
Motors, that's how it was.
Mm,
I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, everybody's here messing with everybody.
yeah.
And then you'd be like, wait, I know your baby dad. Like, first of all, General Motors was so ghetto. Like, it was like people were arguing with their significant others, and like their significant other would like they'll break up and they will like pop up at the job and like drop their dogs or their kids off at the job and take off. I'm like, hold on, this is like you have to be a nut job to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go fuck their day up and I'm gonna go drop our
Hey,
son off at the
I've
job.
seen some things in my lifetime, man. Shout out to Sears, man. That was a great time. I'm just smiling.
Because
It was so fun, man. Like
Sears was lit. I ain't gonna lie.
it was so fun, man. I had some of the greatest of nights and days
I
dealing with
definitely
people from
didn't.
Sears. So
Definitely couldn't do it sober because I was high.
everyone was high, man. Just
I'm gonna be
crazy.
honest. Okay, I was high as hell, Sears.
It was
So
crazy.
and it was y'all's fault.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a very stressful job. I mean, at least not for me, but yeah, had some stress relief.
He
You
said at
know,
least not for me. But for y'all though.
yeah, it was definitely stressful for y'all for sure. Uh, that's wild. Um, damn.
That's
Oh my god, I met so many people from that time.
You know who else used to work at Sears?
Who?
I actually got him on there.
Who?
So shout out to Kate, Stefan, shout out to Kate Fresco.
I remember him working there.
Yeah, now you see he's doing it big. What he's like doing videos for all the famous people.
Hmm.
I mean, he's up there, but the thing is he was like doing that before. Um he's honestly been like making beats and producing music since we were in like high school
Mm.
kind of thing. So I'm like proud of him for that. But it's like, you know, crazy that a lot of people worked at places like General Motors or Sears and now they're out here doing it big, you
Hmm.
know, stepping on us little people.
Hey, you're the one with the 50K. I mean 70K. My bad.
It'll be 80. But yeah, no, I'm working on it. But I promise when I get like verified, it's only gonna be up to there.
It's
So
gonna
I'll
be
be
up.
trying to tell people, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with me while
You
I'm
can't.
not there because when
Yeah.
I'm there, I'm going to look at all the people that kind of wanted to, that, you know, I tried to work with and work with you for free, that I've offered my services and you kind of like brushed me off.
Oh,
Now, you know, like music videos and stuff like that, or waited until I got, you know, my body worked on. Now all of a sudden, but like you wanted to mess with me in other ways, but didn't want me in like your music video and stuff like that. But like now that I'm like got my, you know, shit together and my following up, now like I'm getting photographers reaching out. Oh, we should shoot, or and I'm getting like people like, oh, we should do, you know, you should be in my video and all of this. I'm like, okay, but now you have to pay me. See, before I was offering it free, but I'm the one with the following.
mm-hmm.
You need me.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, yeah, you're gonna have to pay for that feature. You're gonna have to pay for that advertisement. But I'm like, that's why I try to tell people. You should have got with me when I wasn't shit. I'm gonna put it that way. But now I'm getting up there. Like I don't. They'll be lucky. So look at you. You work with me before now. But
I
no.
tell people this all the time, like, because when I started this podcast, right, like, I know people in radio, like, legit people in radio. I reached out to those particular people, like, hey, I need help with the equipment. I need to know, like, what I can do to help broadcast this. Nope, we can't help you. Sorry. How do you work in radio? Like,
That.
you're around the equipment. Like, just tell me, give me some kind of like information. Tell me something. Nope, no help. And those people that I'm talking about are currently not in radio anymore, but
Yeah.
would definitely love to come on the podcast. And now, sorry.
I'm just big on potential. So if I if I see a potential in you in any way, shape, or form, like I'm gonna support it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be with it. But like if I feel like you're gonna like BS and waste my time, then of course, I'm gonna be like, how those people are like, no, I can't help you.
Mm-hmm.
Or especially like when they wait, like you said, until you're really big and you're doing it, and
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden they have a million and one questions like for my OnlyFans and for my following. Now all of a sudden I'm getting people show me how, but it's the same people where the Facebook thing, I was trying to figure out how to get monetized with Facebook. I'm asking, didn't want to give me any information,
Mm-hmm.
but now all of a sudden they want to trade information. now
Mm-hmm.
now that you feel like I have something to offer, now you want to trade. But if you would have just given me the
Mm-hmm.
little couple words that I was looking for,
Mm-hmm.
I would have done it for free. So now they're mad because like I am shouting out my nail tech, I am shouting out my photographer, I am shouting out my makeup artist. I'm doing all that, but it's because even when I felt I was small, they felt that I was big. They knew I was gonna go somewhere, so they invested that time and that energy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a thing. I feel like a lot of people, that's like advice that I would give people in my position or upcoming position. Like if people didn't see you for you before other people started seeing you
Mm-hmm.
for you, and you because you went viral, do not give them people your time of day for free. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
give you my time. You're just gonna pay for it.
And I
That's
say
all.
this all the time. Like the way people treat people who can't do things for them, pay attention to that, right? Like you got to treat everyone the same, no matter who they are, no matter what they bring to the table. If you do that, chances are eventually someone at some point in time is going to do something you're really interested in, and then now you're going to be able to come along and get advice and go through that process. So just treat everybody with grace, man. I hate seeing the internet because it's like men or women are in this some kind of like tug and pull as about like
Yes.
life, and I'm just like, why don't we just all treat each other good?
Yeah, why we ain't all, why we can't just all, be on the same page? Like,
Yeah,
why it always got to be
yeah,
either this or that? Like,
yeah.
so that's the only thing I try to tell people, like, if you give people your time, like before, like if you're not blown up or whatever, like don't
Mm-hmm.
try to, I know they say think big, bitch, but like sometimes, you got to open the door for the small, because sometimes that small might surpass you, and then you're going to sit there and wish you would have took that and ran with it.
Yeah.
So I mean that's literally the position that I am now. I'm like, and you too. Like when you were just starting off, you were kind of down bad and trying to figure shit out. No
Mm-hmm.
one wanted to give you advice. No one wanted to help you. You had to figure it out on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like now people are mad at you when you tell them
You're not coming on
figure
the pod.
yeah
I'll say
figure it
that
out.
exactly. Like you're not coming on the pod. You know who you are, all of you. You're not welcome.
Every every last one of you.
You're not welcome.
But shoot, I was like so nervous, but like I really am glad that I did it because
I
like
told you, like people
now it makes me
always
feel
start
like
off nervous, and I was like, you're not going to be nervous because we're not going to. I'm not trying to get anything out of you. Like it's
yeah,
just a conversation, and the conversation's going to flow because you want to talk. People want to talk. I always encourage people. I think everybody should have their own podcast instead of
yeah,
sitting on fucking social media typing out their feelings and say, get on the podcast and just say it.
yeah. So I'm actually gonna. That's why I was like I'm gonna start like trying to invest in me. I don't even know if it'll be like fully like a full even podcast. It'd just
Hmm.
be like how I get on live and interact with people and
Do
like
it.
try to talk with people. That's kind of what I want to do because like I said, I'm a personality. I'm an entertainer. Like I just I just love to do
Hmm.
and I like to talk about worldly things, everyday things, spiritual, all of that. So like it's just I don't like to have to sit here and text it out all the time,
Yeah.
And I like there to be like a back and forth.
Hmm.
Or, I might say something that you might challenge, but we could still have this conversation respectfully and then it be interpreted the correct way because of tone. When you're
Tone.
texting,
Hmm.
things get misinterpreted
Absolutely.
so bad. Like I was texting and he felt that I was being aggressive and I'm like I like I'm not this is not being I'm like literally not trying to be aggressive, like
Mm-hmm.
I literally tried to call to be like, hey, he didn't even want to answer the phone because he felt that I was being aggressive and thought he was gonna answer to aggression. And I'm like, no, you read it aggressively because you wanted it to be
Yeah.
aggressive. Like you wanted me to be crazy, but it wasn't aggressive. I'm literally just like, okay, this will be okay, this will be on. Oh, shit. All right. Well, tell me something. And I'm like, damn, you took this as aggressive and I me like in my feelings.
Yeah, I don't do the texting thing. Even people I deal with, they'd be like, "Why don't you text me back?" I don't text. That's not my thing.
I'm a texter and that's
Yeah,
probably my
absolutely
problem.
not. Like, I'm
I
not
don't
about
like
to.
talking on the
I'm
phone.
not gonna have a conversation with you via text. Either you call me, or that's it. Or you get on video chat, something like that. Like if you really need to tell me something, call me. Don't text me, because if you text me, I got something to tell you later. I'm gonna be pissed. You got to tell me right now. Call me.
He's gonna be pissed. Oh my gosh. See, look, and that's what it's crazy because we unknowingly kind of touched on the comment.
Things fall in full circle, man.
We touched on the comment, but yeah, like I get told, I'm pretty aggressive. I'm a naturally aggressive person, and like I really don't mean to be that way. I just, shit comes out, and sometimes it comes out. I'm being a bitch, or I'm trying to like push my narrative, but no, I just be wanting to know what people think and
Yeah.
say, and I gotta get my shit out first, and then you come and tell me. But about the time I'm done, you probably like, I don't even want to talk to her no more.
Hmm.
Like she done said too damn much that I don't agree with.
Yeah, and with creating a show, right, you get to kind of flex your conversation, right? Typically, people only have a few types of conversation in their whole day. It's whether they have kids, you have to talk to your kids a certain way. Whether it's a spouse or someone they're dating, you got to talk to them a certain way. Or if you have a job and you have a boss, you talk to them a certain way. A lot of times, people don't actually get to have clear dialogue versus being maybe out and about, maybe
Yeah,
speaking to someone at a club or something like that, where the music's too loud and you can't really get a conversation out. But that's why I'm saying like everyone should have their own podcast. Everyone should have their own kind of like thing, not just going live or whatever, but like being able to sit down and just articulate what your thoughts are and just have conversations. So I really appreciate you coming on, man. We did more longer than I expected. We're almost an
yeah.
hour 20.
See, it worked out. It really worked out because I I thought that they were gonna have to like be waiting on me, but literally as soon as we pulled up, I got the message like, oh, I can do their hair now. So it's like,
Mm.
okay, go on, go on, so I can do what I do, okay? Because I'm trying to make a name for myself, so I'm like trying to put myself out there. So I'm like trying to do these podcasts. My photographer just told me he has one, so now he's like
Right.
trying to get me on his. So I'm like, okay, next time, I'm gonna come with a different look, all right?
Yeah, we'll definitely come back, man. We'll hopefully, well, I think in the next month or so, no, maybe 2 months at this point, I should be moving out of here a little further down Palmer, but there's always a chance I'll still be here. So I don't know. But yeah, you're always welcome back. You just let me know, like, hey, if you just want to get some shit out or just you come up with a random topic and you're like, hey, I could talk about this for an hour. Hit me up. We'll set it up. I
Yeah.
record multiple times a week. This weekend has been wild. Recorded Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Well, what's today? Today Sunday.
Today is
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah. So I've recorded 3 days in a
Come
row.
on now, get
Recorded
it.
3 days in a row. It's a lot. Uh, but yeah, again, I appreciate you coming on. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about or plug or shout out or anything like that?
No, the only thing I'm gonna say is, help help my following. No, I was kidding. No, but follow me seriously. I am like funny. I like to joke around. I do go on my live, and like I said, I communicate. So follow me on Instagram. Heavy B Curvy. Yes, it's everything spelled exactly as it's supposed to be, all put together. Um, are they gonna see this? Like, is this just like gonna be heard, or we're gonna
Both.
be seen too? Okay.
Both.
Will I look like my picture? You see this hair? This little color. So you're gonna see a little pop.
There's a delay on the for the camera, but what I do is I record both audio and video, and then I just sync the two.
Yes, they're gonna see a little pop. That's it. Like, follow me. Like, help me become verified. Then We gonna get you on my
Yeah, get me popping. I
yeah.
want 70K.
I mean, you got a podcast. Like, why not? We finna get you famous. You finna be, what's that show? What's that, 85
South.
South?
Shout out to them guys, man.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
You never know. Shoot, they might like our collab and be like, we need y'all on Wild Now.
Yeah, let's go to Wild Now.
Wildin', wildin'. I always wanted to be on there. Like, I actually, it's crazy. Some of, like two of the girls that I went to middle school with, so pretty there, they became models. And, one of them is like a regular, Wild Now girl on there.
See, look,
Shout out to Tita Baker.
shout out to Nick, man. He got all them beautiful women around him. He's just popping out babies like crazy.
He's trying to build a leg. He's trying to make sure they gonna be
A
rich
team.
forever. They're gonna be rich forever, ever.
Wouldn't it be wild if, like, in 20 years from now, like, all his kids, like, on Wild and Out?
I was gonna
He's,
say
like, retired.
right. Picture Wild and Out still going, or they have like the instead of like it's not gonna be Nick Cannon, they're just gonna have a Cannon show.
With all the kids. That'd be lit.
That would, yeah.
Don't steal my idea.
Right. Well, I said it first. I said it today at 3:27 p.m. It is what, the 13th? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
It is the 13th of November, 2022. Nick Cannon. So if I hear you come out with something like that, I'm no, and I'm gonna roll
On my cut.
Yeah, I'm gonna need my royalties, or just one big payout is fine.
All right. This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 69. We are out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Enjoy the rest of your night or day. Or